Indeed we are. So hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Monika After Story. So last time, which was only a day ago at this point, I just celebrated Valentine's Day with her. And I'm dropping her off at home, as I like to say.
That was wonderful, Daniel. It was really nice going out with you on Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for making today truly special.
And I come bearing gifts. Well, this time I tried to give her the roses and chocolates. Let's see. No, it's for the monkey. Okay, the roses worked, and my god, it seems like, is everyone going live on Twitch today, right now? Let's see.
Oh! Thanks, Daniel.
Now I remembered!
I love getting roses from you. You're always so sweet.
It's a banana! And, jeez, well, I guess to be fair, right now I have Crush, and Blush also running at the same time, so... I don't know if maybe that's why it's kind of messing up on me. But anyway, there's the chocolates as well. And I finally did it right! It's chocolates with an S. Roses and chocolates. So yes, I finally got it right.
Oh! Thanks for the chocolates, Daniel. Every bite reminds me of how sweet you are.
You and your puns. And now you're gonna eat them in front of me and torture me.
These are so good! I should probably put these away for now instead of torturing you with them. If I leave them here much longer, there won't be any left to enjoy later. What else did you want to do today?
Well, I don't really know. Oh. Monika, we've been through this. It's not as though the gift is just going to be lost forever and then shuffled around and end up somewhere in a warehouse where it will be remaining forever and eternity. I just gave her 2 ribbons.
Thanks for this royal blue ribbon, I just love it! I can't wait to try it on, but I won't.
Yeah, so I just gave her these 2 ribbons just to... Well, I had them in my sort of gifting queue, so to say, so I figured while I was giving her the chocolates and roses, you know, like, why not? Dare I say, why not? And of course she's not going to try it on for us. Well, I'll make an exception just because I don't want to ruin this outfit. I wonder... Well, first, I wonder why the game is acting so crazy. But then I also wonder, let's see, where else can we go? Because I did install a few new custom backgrounds. Let's see, restaurant date. That was one of the new ones. Yeah, let's see the restaurant date. Even though it isn't Valentine's Day anymore. Why not?
Here we are. Let me know if you want to go somewhere else, okay?
I mean, I suppose it does kind of look like a restaurant. At least... Well, to be fair, I haven't been into too many restaurants lately, you know, given the whole thing with the big V going on, but... You know, at least from what I remember, I guess you could say it works, and... Is it just me, or do we have, like, this sort of star swirl effect? Yes, we do. It's kind of, sort of... Well, if the game would stop freezing on me... Yeah, the game is... Oh. Ah! Damn it. This is what happens when the game freezes on me and I click, thinking like, I wonder if the game is working.
Hey Daniel, have you read any gothic literature? Like The Picture of Dorian Gray, Dracula, Frankenstein?
Well, I've read 2 of those.
I've read quite a bit of gothic literary books lately. You should try the original novella Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, if you ever get the chance.
Because I was Jekyll, Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde, Hyde, Jekyll. Jekyll, Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde. Man, I can't believe... Well, first, I can't believe that the show has lasted over 20 years. Second, I can't believe that that show is going to be ending this year. I mean, like, I seriously used to watch that show when I was a little kid. And now, since then, like, a lot of my friends from high school have had children of their own old enough to watch that show. So I'm just here like, you know... Like, when did the Arthur show first come out? I want to say it was 1996, so... Yeah, it's been for almost 30 years. Yep. Well, I guess all things have to end. Unless you're The Simpsons. Or SpongeBob. Seriously, just end those shows already, for crying out loud! Anyway.
I'd like to discuss a bit of it, but it really only makes sense if you've read it.
Well, I mean, I have read it. They actually did make us read it in high school. In fact, yeah, I think around my senior year of high school, we did have to read some gothic literature. Like, we did read Frankenstein, we did read... Let's see... Frankenstein, and then... Picture of Dorian Gray. And I think we read a snippet of Jekyll and Hyde. I'm not too sure. I'm having some bit of... My memories are a bit foggy there. But I do know that they did have us read it. Well... Let's see here.
So you've read The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
And, yeah.
I'm glad you've read it. I've seen people interpret it in different ways. For example, some people saw Utterson being in love with Jekyll.
Yeah, I remember that. And so the whole thing with, like, Jekyll and Hyde coming in... Like, apparently Utterson saw Hyde as being, like, competition, so to say. At least that was how my English teacher sort of put it. Like, that's why he was so, like, hell-bent on, you know, taking him out of the picture, for one thing.
In a way, I can see it. I mean, just because something isn't explicitly stated doesn't mean the idea isn't invalid. In addition, a theme like this couldn't even really be discussed outright during the 19th century.
Yes, because things like that were pretty much taboo. Nowadays, I mean, it's a little more okay to talk about that. Although, I mean, there are still some people who get kind of like backlash and even harassment for it.
It is interesting to think of the story that way. Two people unable to love. And some interpretations go as far as to say part of Jekyll's motivations for the experiment was that very love. And it's not exactly disproven. Jekyll, in the book, was said to be a holy man. Homosexuality during that time was seen as a sin.
You see? And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't really want to go into this too much just because there have been so many debates and all that, and then you get into this whole thing about religion, and I'm just here like, yeah, I really wouldn't want to talk into that, but I mean, I will acknowledge that for sure I do know how, yeah, it was seen as a sin back then, so something like that was very taboo.
Sadly, to some it still is.
Yeah, sadly to some in this day and age. And that's why personally, I wouldn't really want to get into it too much just for the scope of this video. Because, yeah, there are a lot of very personal topics involved in that, and like, yeah, there's a lot that I could say about it, but then, you know, it wouldn't really fit in the scope of this video, and we'd be getting completely off topic, and then, I mean, let's face it, there are people who probably wouldn't even want to discuss that or watch a video of me discussing that and whatever. And I wouldn't really feel okay talking about it, really, so.
But at least progress has been made.
Yeah, and that's why I say, like, at least compared to back then, it's not as difficult now. And we are kind of getting toward the idea of, you know, like, I guess the only thing I will say is that I kind of would like to hope that someday, you know, we would have like a sort of non-judgmental future where you don't look at homosexuality as a sin or, you know, anything like that. And people are just free to fall in love with whoever they fall in love with and not have to face public scrutiny or harassment or any sort of negative consequences for it. In other words, to not be judged just because you fall in love with someone and it doesn't seem proper or it's sinful or any of that.
I'm just glad that the world is more accepting of different kinds of love. Especially since it means we can love each other, Ardreth.
Okay, thank you for not calling me Granddad. Although that in itself, yeah, well, let's not get into that sort of thing either. I don't know if I should. Well, first let's say I love you to her.
I love you too, darling. And I will love you always.
I love you always, forever, near and far, when we're together, and
Oh, something important on your mind, love?
What's that supposed to mean? What are you getting at?
Let's see, are there any new...
Nope, this is still the same old thing here. Yeah, and there's really only like maybe... There's these three that I would like to go into. And, well... Yeah, some of this is kind of rudimentary, where we've already kind of talked about this, and as I mentioned, there's still some that I am never, ever, ever going to tell her. So, yeah. Although I believe if you tell her I'm breaking up with you, all she does is just kind of smile and be like,
no, you're not.
Well, she doesn't say anything, but I'm here. Like, you can see it on her face. You're like, no, you wouldn't. You're not going to do that. And then when you try to say it to her again, the option isn't even there. So. Let's see. I really don't know. So maybe I'll just call it an episode here. Darn, a lot of people are going live on Twitch right now. Yeah, I follow a lot of people on Twitch, and let's see here. At least 4 people have gone live in the last hour or so, the people that I follow. Well, anyway. Let's see, I don't think there's really any major holiday coming up, so... Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really know what else to tell her. So let's just see here. Yes, I am. And I know you will be. Alright, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden, and later, folks.